So here it is, the long-awaited DJI Ronin S. What I want to do for this video is I want to show you guys how I'm going to set it up and then kind of go over some real world uses. I'm going to go outside, I'm going to run around with it, test some things out, and kind of give you my feedback after using it and kind of how it's working and what I think about the DJI Ronin S. Let's do it. All right, so the first thing, the price. $699. That's a pretty good price, I feel like, because really you're just getting a slimmed down, smaller Ronin. There's no plastic on this. You know, some of the gimbals that are out there, some of the handheld gimbals, they don't feel like a professional gimbal, but this really does feel like the same type of quality that you would get with the larger Ronin. A couple things really quickly, if you don't already know, the battery on the bottom down here pops right off, so there's the battery. To charge your Ronin S, all you need is a USB-C cable. Plug it in there, plug it in the wall. You can see on here, we've got the DJI focus wheel. That'll work with the GH5. I'll put it on there later and just kind of go over really quickly how to set this up. I have the A7S II with a 24mm lens. I put the plate already on the bottom. This is basically an industry standard Manfrotto style plate. That's gonna easily go right from your tripod to the Ronin S if you choose to. Now you're just gonna slide it on there. You wanna make the gimbal as balanced as possible. That way it uses less battery and it'll be more efficient when you're walking around and stuff like that. Just lock it in there. Now there's a couple different spots that you can adjust. You have this back here on the back that'll move the camera left and right. You can actually move the camera plate on the lower arm here. And then you have the third one here on the front. So to turn it on, very easy, just on the side there's a little button, you'll tap it, turns on. There is an app that you can use to auto tune and do some more fine tuning, stuff like that, but for this video purposes, we're just gonna get right into it. So you have the little joystick there on the back, kind of right where your thumb would be, and you can use that to control the camera, control the gimbal, up, down, all around, side, all that stuff. And you can actually, inside the app, go in there and set up different time-lapse features and record different moves for your time lapses. So that's a cool feature as well. And then on the front here, you got the little trigger. If you double tap that, it'll recenter. It's ready to go right out of the box. And I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna use this, see how it goes, and I'll come back here in a little bit and let you guys know my overall review and show you some of the footage that I filmed today, just kind of around the neighborhood here using the Ronin S. All right, so I just got done using the Ronin S really for the first time outside around the building, using the skateboard, walking around, filming my girlfriend, just kind of get some different shots over the last couple hours, just getting hands on using it and really just getting down and dirty with the Ronin S. Now, the first thing we're gonna talk about is with any gimbal, there's gonna be this movement. You know, any kind of handheld gimbal, up, down. That's when you're walking, you're gonna have that issue. And it doesn't help that I'm also shooting with the GH5 with a 15mm lens. That's like a 30mm lens on like a full frame camera. So it's a little tighter than I normally would be shooting with. Walking, you can see a little bit of movement up and down. I think I could even make that better if, you know, like I said, a little bit wider lens, a little bit different shoes, maybe if I really tuned it. But on the skateboard, you're not gonna have any of those issues. So if you are gonna get the Ronin S, definitely think about buying a skateboard as well. Because no matter what, you know, if you're holding the Ronin like this and you're walking, you're gonna get some movement up and down. It's impossible to not get. You literally turn it on, it just works. There's nothing else to it. The battery is going to last basically all day from what I'm reading. It takes about 2 hours to charge, but overall, you're only gonna probably need one, maybe two batteries. I could probably get away with one, I think, for most shoots. Now, you can see this footage of me on the skateboard, how smooth it is. It does have a little bit of weight, but I think the weight also helps you kind of balance it out. I'm hoping that DJI comes out with something so you can hold handheld, you know, right and left. I think that'll really help with the up and down as well. I do like the overall build quality. It's all metal, there's no plastic. It feels like it's going to last. It's going to stand up to the conditions, traveling the world, throwing it in suitcases, on sets, filming, putting it weird places. That's what I'm kind of most excited about, is figuring out how I can mount this all over the place. I want to put it on the top of my boat. I want to put it on top of my truck, the side of my truck, the back of my truck. I just got to figure out where and how I can mount it in these places. I'm hoping that maybe there's some kind of new attachment in the future, kind of like with the Osmo, where I can just take the top of the gimbal and then move the battery and control it somehow like that. That would be really sweet. So DJI, if you're watching this, think about that. Think about maybe offering something so I could mount the gimbal other places and then hold the bat. I don't know, we'll talk about it. Email me, you got me email. That's what I'm kind of excited about. I'm kind of excited about just to see all the places that I can put the Ronin S, where, you know, with the Ronin, I can't put it places. It's big. You know, even walking through a doorway, it's hard. With the Ronin S, I can get through some tight little areas. It's not gonna be, you know, all over the place. It's easy to walk with, easy to use. One thing I did notice is that it's very responsive. If you're whip panning, stuff like that, the Ronin S will definitely catch it. It's very responsive. It does what you want it to do. I didn't feel like it was ever really lagging. When I first got the Ronin way back in the day, when the original Ronin, I would have issues where the Ronin would start kind of lagging or getting behind me or stuff like that. With the Ronin S, with the 3 different speed features, it really can whip if you want it to. So that's the one nice thing. It's very responsive. I am impressed. That's probably the best way to sum this whole video up. I'm impressed. The Ronin S is delivering all that it's promised. And like I said, I think this is only gonna get better. You know, they just released this. There's gonna be accessories. There's gonna be new things coming. So if you're on the fence, you're thinking about getting the Ronin S, you're looking for the next step in gimbals, you know, maybe you have been on the fence about buying a Ronin for a while. Maybe you thought about buying other brands. I think really the Ronin S is right in the perfect spot. $699. You're getting really everything you need to capture amazing, dynamic, smooth sailing shots. And really, that's just kind of the future. Nobody wants to see handheld shaky shots anymore when they're watching videos. They want to see that smooth, buttery, floating shots. Almost surreal how the camera can move through these places, just floating along there. And I think the Ronin S is really going to empower a lot of filmmakers, give them the tools that they need to capture Hollywood grade, Hollywood production value shots with a small handheld gimbal. What more could you need? Everything right there with the Ronin S. If you guys haven't already, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to learn more about the Ronin S, you want to order that baby, head on over to dronenerds.com. We'll have it in stock very soon. Leave a comment below if you have any more questions, and I will talk to you guys later on.